Hello there. So, today I'm going to be doing a kind of plush collection video because I haven't done one yet. So, we're going to go and get started. So this is going to be basically my plush collection pretty much in 2021. It's going to be 2022 very soon, so I better get this out. So we're going to actually be starting with different characters. So I'm obviously going to be going over Mario first and then Luigi and so on. So anyways, let's go ahead, start off with first one that I've ever gotten. So this is the first Mario plush that I've ever gotten, and you can kind of tell that it's aged not, well, definitely better than the others, but except for the hat though, because the hat is like, it's hanging on by a thread, and I don't really know what else to really say about the plush. I mean, it's much smaller than the other Mario plushes for sure. You can kind of see here that the buttons here aren't worn off for some reason. I don't know how that works, but it just stayed on. I've always heard about how these usually are the first things that get worn off or whatever, but for some reason this one didn't have that happen. We have a Baby Mario plush. This is also another plush that I got. This was actually my first one that I got during my first video. If you guys watched my first video, which was about 4 years ago now, I did review this plush, except I didn't open it all the way. I just simply opened it out of the packaging and then I just left it in the plastic wrap. But otherwise though, it was just the first video, so it wasn't like I knew what to do. And then we have this plush here. This was one of the first older plushes that I got, which was a wing cap Mario. I really wanted one just because of Power Glove Bowser and also because of how cool it looked, and I really liked the idea of the wing cap that he's able to fly around like this. Obviously there were better power-ups over the years. And I also got a Sunshine Mario plush. I actually got this one out of pure luck, and the reason why I say that is because when I was getting him on eBay, I actually had to go on an auction for him. And what happened was I ended up winning that auction for, I think, $50 or $60, and I ended up receiving him a few days later. And he's actually still pretty good. The stitching here, though, is kind of wearing off. And you can see that flood here is actually a lot better in design than I expected at the time. But it's pretty interesting, though. And then we have my first All-Star Mario plush, which was this one, Fire Mario. And this one I actually cleaned up a few times because he's gotten really dirty over time as I used him more, because I eventually took him to a beach, I took him outside, I took him to a whole bunch of places, and there's not really too much to really say about him, but my friend did get me this one, and that was Gaming Mario at the time. And then I have Tanuki Mario. This is another plush that I got. This was before the Fire Mario plush, but my friend got this one for me as well, and he's still pretty good, actually. He's still a pretty decent quality plush. But obviously nothing has ripped off or anything, so yeah. A lot of these plushes are still in pretty good condition. And then I eventually got my first regular Mario, the All-Star Collection Mario. And obviously this was the first one I got, but this one was like the first official one that I was going to use, because this one I couldn't use after about like a few times because the hat started to fall off a little more. I might try to see if I could fix it, maybe, if I can. I really want to see if I could revive this, but I'm not sure if I can. But yeah, this is the Mario that I just mainly use. And if you guys do see these black wristbands that I put on them, that's supposed to represent a piece of technology that they have, which is basically supposed to be a type of phone that they have. So you'll see that a lot. Alright, I'm back, so let's go ahead and go over some more. So here's another one. This one actually is something I got from a Yoshi plush I have somewhere. I don't remember where I put it though, I'll have to go find it, but this is it right here. Actually, I do have a Yoshi. This is something I got from Comic-Con, actually. I don't really remember exactly how I got him, but I think this is a knockoff version of it, because you can see the shell is all papery like. I don't really know why. But I don't really use them that much, because Well, I only used them once, but even though I did use them once, I don't think I used them afterwards. I'll probably use them more often though, because I do have more uses for them. You can kind of see though, I probably should clean them up though, because you can see there's like a lot of things here that I would need to fix, especially the roughed up pieces of it. And then I also have a Cat Mario that my friend got me. I have a cat toad plush somewhere, but I'll show that later in the video. And yeah, nothing too special about him, but it was pretty interesting. This is a plush I got when I was in Japan, a Builder Mario. This was before Sine made an official one, just so you know. I didn't buy this one knowing that Sine made an official one. This was before they made one, so this was kind of out of pure coincidence. Obviously the mustache doesn't look as good, and you can tell that yes, this is a knockoff, but to be honest though, back then I was just I kind of didn't really know that Sine would make one at some point, so I just got this one. But even then, I don't really think I'm going to get that one, because I'm actually using this one to represent a different character, not Mario. Oh yeah, and then also, I think I have... Oh yeah, here. So this is Super Mario Kart Mario plush. So this is one of the few plushes that I actually got because I saw another collector with this one. NightRam56, I think, had this. And I remember I thought it was pretty cool how the wheels actually roll there. The steering wheel, from what I've heard, always comes off, but mine hasn't come off. But hopefully it doesn't though, because I don't really want this to break. And that's it for the Marios, I think. I just realized I forgot about this one. Metal Mario. I think I used him the most in Bowser's Revenge, actually. This was the one power-up I did end up using a little bit more often. I know the Fire Mario plush I did use more, but I used it more as to show Mario's character, not very much of a power-up. I have used it more often in other videos too, but this one is the main one that I used the most, because Bowser's Revenge showed that Mario had this, and he was giant. But yeah, I think that's it for the Marios. I know I have more, but I'm going to show those as in a different category of the bigger plushes, so let's go ahead and move on. So this might not be a lot of good news, to be honest, but I did find out that I actually do have a lot more Marios than Luigi's, but then again, I don't think Luigi has too many plushes, but I don't really want too many of them. So this is the main one I use. I have the old one right here. It's the same brand, if you're wondering. They're not any different, because they're both all-star plushes, except the reason why I got a new one was because, it wasn't because of anything that happened with this one, it was because his sideburn came off here. And I remember, like, I actually like how they did the mustache on this one because, I don't know, it just has more detail to it, while this one doesn't have, it's not very big, and it doesn't even have that little curve underneath, which is like the only problem I had. But honestly though, I'm not really sure which one would be better, to be honest. But I kind of think that maybe there's a chance that I might end up using this one again. I'm not sure about this one, but I mainly use this one as a stunt double for Luigi. But honestly though, I haven't used him for too many stunt doubles. I've only used this one for Death Stare, which I'll show a clip of, and I think that's pretty much it. I didn't really use the stunt double for too much because I don't think Luigi does a lot of intensive stuff on my videos. Then we have a Fire Luigi that I got specifically for Bowser's Revenge because he has a lightning power, which is a reference to Superstar Saga, which was for the GBA, and I think they made a remake for the 3DS. And then I recently got this one from Nintendo New York. This is a Tanuki Luigi. I have a Tanuki Mario as well to go along with them, so I actually have both power-ups, and not only do I have Fire Luigi, but I have Fire Mario as well. You probably already know if you've seen Bowser's Revenge. This plush I haven't used yet, but this is a Luigi's Mansion plush that I actually got quite a while ago, and he still looks pretty new, actually. Like, even though I've had him for like 2 years now, and I haven't used him, he still looks pretty new. I plan on using him for a certain video, but I'm not sure what video that will be. But it's most likely I'll probably use him for something. So yeah, that's basically all the Luigi plushes, I believe. But yeah, let's go and move on. Here's the first Waluigi I ever gotten, which I eventually made into Walma. I don't know where his hat is though. I know I have it somewhere, but my mom ended up fixing him. because he had like a tear in his arm, and his legs were like all ripped up. I don't know if you would be able to tell in newer videos, or I mean in my older videos when I had him in there. But he's definitely looking better now, but chances are I might have to replace him soon because you can see he's falling apart. So yeah, that might happen in the future. Here's the main Waluigi. This is an all-star Waluigi my friend gave to me. And I actually fixed a little tear in his arm, and then I ended up giving him a wristband as well. And same thing goes for Waluigi, it's right there. And then I have Wario. And he's actually one of the bigger plushes that I use that are actually one of the characters that are shown on my videos. But yeah, it's basically him. It's just nothing too bad. I mean, the only problem I have with this plush is it's very hard to put him on a green screen or blue screen, because either his feet will be invisible or his emblem and his two hands and his eyes will become invisible. Kind of interesting though. Blah. Alright, so now we're going to be moving on to some of the items in the videos. So yeah, and I'm also going to be showing the Toad characters as well, because why not? So here's Super Mushroom. I used this one for Mario and Luigi's Poison Mushroom. I just added eyebrows to it. And then this one's going to be interesting, but I have it in this. So here is another one. This is an orange mushroom that I used for when Mario becomes metal. Oh, okay, well here's Waluigi's hat. I have a lot of props in here, but yeah, that's just basically a question mark block. And I have another one. This one I mainly use. And then I have a warp pipe. This is something I got from Toys R Us, and I don't know why there's like a thread here, but it does make sound though, if you're wondering, which is why it has that there. I don't think I used it too often. Alright, and then the Toad characters. Here's just a regular Toad. This is an all-star Toad, actually, that I ended up getting for Christmas. And then, I know I got a lot of knockoff plushes for some reason, but here's like the first Toad plush I ever gotten. This is a knockoff, if you can already tell. But he's fallen apart though, because I don't really know why, but like he has like a little like thing there in his head. I don't know why. Which was why I eventually wanted to get this one, because this one was falling apart. I still use them though, because so what I'm mainly doing is if I do end up getting like newer plushes just to replace the old ones, if the old ones still somewhat work, I try to use them until I can't use them anymore, and then I'll just stick with the newer one. And then here's another knockoff one. I actually intended to get a different one, but I ended up getting this one for some reason. This one actually has a keychain here. Kind of interesting. I don't really think I really use them though. But it's not an official Nintendo thing, so yeah. It's kind of weird. Kind of weird looking. You do see them in my older videos. And then we have the two main characters. So here's Blue Toad and Yellow Toad. So I actually voice Blue Toad, and my friend voices Yellow Toad. So yeah, and they do not represent us in real life. We just simply voice them. And then here's the Cat Toad that I used. I used this in Bowser's Revenge, I believe. I'm planning on making a dedicated video for when he uses this power-up. I don't know what video that will be. And then here's the Kevin Toad plush that I got. I know they recently released a couple of knockoff ones from the game. I think one of them was like a blue Toad and the other one was a Toadette or something. It's nothing too, it's not really too bad looking. I mean, it looks pretty high quality, it looks official, but it's not. And also another thing I noticed is that you can actually put stuff in here since it's like a little pocket. But I've used him in Bowser's Revenge as kind of a Easter egg character sort of thing in the background. If you look in the background, you'll usually see him. And then the last one I have is just this Toadette. This is a knockoff one before I knew about the Sine one. I did actually order it a few days ago, and I'm still waiting for it. But I most likely won't be adding it to the plush collection video, because once this video is posted, I'll probably have it. So yeah. I also realized I probably should show this one as well. So yeah, mainly because I don't have a lot of female characters. These two are the only female characters I have currently. But I don't know if I'll add more though, because I really don't have anyone else to do the voices for them. But if I do have someone else that could, Maybe I will, but truth is though, those are the only two I have currently. Alright, now we're gonna move on to the enemies. So, the first one that I ended up getting, I believe, was the Cheep Cheep. I got this one from Comic-Con, and I can't remember what else I saw over there, but I remember this was one of the plushes there. And then I got a Chain Chomp. This is something I got from Target. And I even added an actual metal piece there. This was actually something that my dad gave me because he didn't need it. And it doesn't fit on my finger, but I ended up putting it on the plush so that way, like, if this was, like, on the floor, it would sound kind of realistic. And then we have the Bullet Bill that I got also from Target. And then Bob-omb, this is something I got from Nintendo New York. Kind of interesting, though. It has the key there, it even has the holes in the little key. The fuse, nothing too special. And then this is a smaller Bowser. I had this one for quite a while though, because I didn't get the bigger one, but I did eventually get it for Christmas. And then this was the Bowser I used for Bowser's Revenge, I think. No, not Bowser's Revenge. I think it was Mario and Luigi Endgame and Mario and Luigi Power Glove Bowser. This was the main Bowser I used. The Dark Bowser. This eventually became Bowser's brother, Bowser, and then here's the regular Bowser. Now, not only that, but I also have Kamek here. I've used them in, I think, what was it, Bowser's Revenge, yeah? Yeah, I used them there. I mainly used them there just to kind of show a different aspect of the characters, of when they were controlled. And then, Piranha Plant. These were the same ones that I think killed Waluigi, I think also ate something, and I think these were also the same ones that Luigi jumped over in the final episode. And then the last enemy I have is this. So this is a Thwomp. I haven't used them yet, but I'm going to use them for a new video that's coming out soon after this one. And then this doesn't really count as an enemy, but I forgot to add it for the items. This is a blue shell that I got. It's pretty cool, honestly. I don't really have a lot of these plushes, but yeah. And I know I have one more enemy that I'll actually get. Okay, so I finally got him. This is another one of these Mario Kart plushes. This is a Bullet Bill, and it's really big. It's much bigger than the Bonsai Bill. It should be the other way around, actually. But I guess in my videos it's not really. But I can always make this guy look smaller, actually. And it's actually from Mario Kart. I think it's from Club Machi Machi, I think. The tag's right there. So it most certainly is a Mario Kart plush. And then the last plush I have is Morton. I'm not getting any more Koopling plushes because I don't really want to do that many characters. I know maybe one day I'll get a Bowser Jr. just to show that Bowser does have a son in my videos. But so far this is the only plush that I've shown that Bowser actually has a child of his own. But honestly though, I don't really think I've used them that much. I only used them for like, what, one video or so. But otherwise though, I think now we can just go ahead and move on to some other plushes I have as well. Alright, so we're actually down to the last two categories I'm going to be doing. So this one is going to be just others. So these are basically plushes that I use either as props or other characters. So here's one of them. So this is a Tivo plush. I use this one mainly to represent the people in whatever universe that the plush series takes place in. It just kind of shows a different aspect of what people are like in their time. And then this one doesn't seem to be a very popular one, but it's supposedly Fireguard or Fireflame, as I've said in certain videos. He did help out Mario and Luigi in Bowser's Revenge, finding out about capturing Waluigi, and then eventually leaving them after he faked his death with Kamek. And then this plush is actually something I used for Mario and Luigi Go to Earth or whatever. And that video, it was kind of a joke actually. But it was a video I planned on doing. But it's kind of interesting because this plush is not supposed to be just a random ship. If you guys know what this is, then you should know that this obviously isn't something new. Now this is something I recently used for the school series. This was something that I think Bowser used to hit Bowser with it. I don't really know. But it does make like a noise though, like when you hit it, because it has something in here, I think, but here. It like made that noise for some reason. I tried to blur it out as much as I could, but unfortunately I couldn't exactly do that, so it was tough. So, now that I've gone over that, let's go ahead and go over the other plushes I have as well. Now I just want to make this a kind of quick reminder that the reason why my closet is open is because some of the plushes are so big that I actually had to leave my closet open in order to fit them in this area that I'm in, because the area that I'm filming in is like a very, very tight space to do this. So it's not really the greatest idea. So honestly, it's not great, but So anyways, here's one of them. So this is a really big Mario plush. So this is a 30th anniversary plush, I believe. So this was for Mario's 30th anniversary, actually. I know there was a 35th anniversary, but I believe like this was something that was like from 5 years ago. I think 5 years ago I was I don't think I was really doing much, to be honest. I think I was just kind of really into I was starting to get into like the Mario franchise when I was that young. But yeah. But this plush is kind of interesting. I remember I was very excited to get him because I got him for like, what, $50 or something? And I'm pretty sure nowadays these plushes aren't really that cheap, to be honest. I'm pretty sure this would probably be a lot more, but I don't know. I haven't done my research, so I wouldn't know. And here's the tag here. This is actually a prize-only item, so I'm actually happy I was able to get it. And then this is another big Mario. So this one is something I got from Toys R Us before they closed down. So I actually have a lot of memories of when I went over there, and I used to get a lot of the games there. I even got Mario and Luigi Dream Team over there. But yeah, this Mario plush was like the last thing I purchased over there that was a Mario-related item. So yeah, and then we have the Mario Odyssey stuff. So here's one of them. I'll go ahead and take him out. So this plush I used a couple of times, and now I actually do really like using this plush a lot, and the reason is because the hat can actually come off, and you can actually see that Mario does have hair, and he's not like the other plushes where they just kind of have a hairline. I don't have a hairline, I'm actually too young for that, but yeah. But yeah, so this one just has more of the hair design, if you know what I mean, which is pretty cool. However, what I didn't like was that the hat actually had eyes on it, so you couldn't make it where it was just Mario's regular cap or whatever that had the M. But I guess because it's Mario Odyssey, it's supposed to be that way. And I also like how they even made the overalls like almost realistic-like, because you can kind of see here they added actual buttons, and they even added like some pretty realistic stitching there. And yeah, there's not really too much. His hands are actually kind of open instead of a fist that you usually see. I really like how they did the mustache as well. I really like that. So yeah, now the box is not too special. It's just this. It's all in Japanese though, so you wouldn't really understand it unless you know Japanese. And it just shows that you can take it off, so just like that. Now, let's go and move on to the last ones. I'm gonna have to actually move my camera to do this one, so this might take a few seconds. Okay. I don't know how big this was supposed to be on camera, but I couldn't really see it that well. This thing is really dusty. Okay. I have not taken out these plushes for so long, but I guess I'm finally going to. Alright. So here's another Mario. So this is actually the wedding style Mario from Mario Odyssey, obviously. Nothing too special. The hat does not come off this time though, but it's pretty interesting though. I actually like how they made this one. They got pretty much all the design correct. They even got buttons on the back there. He does have a little tag, I believe. And I only used him for one video. And I do have another Peach plush in here as well. This is the wedding style one. Kind of interesting though that these are probably the only like plushes that actually are like this for Mario Odyssey. So kind of interesting that they actually made it like this. But otherwise though, kind of interesting. And I just kept them in here just because. And also because I don't really use them that much, because I've never found a video that I would need to use them in yet. So it's most likely that these most likely won't be in another video unless I decide to remake that video where Mario and Peach like get married or whatever, maybe then I'll use them again. The truth is though, I don't really use the Mario Odyssey plushes that much anymore, because I tend to have them as just a sort of collectible thing. Oh yeah, also here's like the back here. Kind of interesting. I don't think there's a lot to really show here, but it's kind of interesting though. But otherwise though, that's kind of what that is. So yeah. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Also, I'm gonna be posting another vlog on my vlog channel actually. This is actually just a collection video, so if you guys want to check out my vlog channel for a review of that Toadette plush I was talking about, you guys can go ahead and head over there. It will probably be up next week, and that's going to be my last vlog, and then I'll tell you guys what I'm going to be doing afterwards. Otherwise though, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time, and stay super.